Hello. It's been a bit. Oh, it's crooked. Oh, that's annoying. I can't. Okay, that's straighter. Unlike me. Anyway, I got a new camera. But the camera's a piece of shit and, like, doesn't fit my aspect ratio. I don't know. It's week 7 of the quarter. I'm slowly dying and whittling away, and my brain hurts from doing math and mostly physiology, which I should be doing right now, given that I have to watch 5 physiology videos. But I'll do that later. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. All right. Welcome. I should be doing physiology, but I'm not doing physiology right now, and that's okay. And I know it's been a while, and I feel bad, because I love doing science, and I love doing fantasy, and I love doing this more than I like doing my schoolwork. But that doesn't matter. It's besides the point. What matters is I have something. I did math. Really easy math, if I'm going to be honest, but I did math that most people haven't done before, so really, that's a win. Today we're going to be doing Create or Destroy Water. I have a question about Create or Destroy Water, which is, like, it's not a very much used spell. I mean, like, most of the time when you use Create or Destroy Water, it's because you need water and food, so you just use Create Food and Water, which is a cleric spell. And this is also a cleric spell. But, like, the thing is you can make a lot of water with Create and Destroy Water. How long would it take for you to make as much water as there currently is on Earth, or destroy all the water on the planet? Because you could destroy the water. How long would it take? And that's what we're here to find out. We're here to do some math, something simple so my brain doesn't explode, and ponder ourselves the answer. Fuck it. It's been rough. Words are hard. Anyway, let's get started before I rant myself to death. Alright, so as usual, let's read out the spell, Create or Destroy Water. It's pretty simple. This is the spell. You either create or destroy water. Thanks. That's so helpful, Wizards of the Coast. Create water. You create up to 10 gallons of clean water within range in an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area. Or destroy water. You can destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. Alternatively, you destroy fog in a 30-foot cube within range. And then at higher levels, when you cast the spell, you can create, at a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, you can create or destroy 10 additional gallons of water, or the size of the cube increases by 5 feet for each spell slot level above first. So before we begin start with any science, or in this case, mostly just math, I need to explain a simple but incredibly vital technique that we're going to be utilizing this whole video, and that is used in many sciences, called dimensional analysis. It goes by many names, the factor label method or the factor unit method, but at its core, dimensional analysis is a conversion technique most often used in chemistry, the worst science. I'm saying that now. Yes, chemistry is bad. Fuck you. I hate it. Physiology has ruined it for me, okay? Essentially, it's a way to convert between various units of measure without actually changing the value of the number. You already use it in varying degrees when you convert between like inches to meters, or like hours to days. This method is just like way more organized way to do it, and to like write it out so like nothing gets lost and it's easily trackable. For example, say you wanted to convert 72 hours to days. Now, most of us already know that 72 hours is 3 days, common knowledge. But you could actually do it via dimensional analysis. You can write it out like this, where you have 72 hours over 1. You have 24 hours in the day. For one day, the units cancel out, and bada bing, bada boom, you get 3 days. Easy, right? And that's all we're gonna be doing for this video. Alright, so to find the volume of all the water on Earth, I googled it. What? Don't do more work than you have to, my dudes. The best mathematician is a lazy one. All that being said, according to the USGS, which stands for the United States Geological Survey, the volume of the ocean is, what is that? 1.386 times 10 to the 9th kilometers cubed, which when you put that into a unit converter and you get 3.66 times 10 to the 20th gallons. It's big, my dudes. And now that we know the volume of the ocean, let's start with the basic destroy water. According to the spell, you can destroy 10 gallons of water every round. That means we can set up our dimensional analysis and divide by 10 to get 3.66 times 10 to the 19th rounds. To convert that into seconds, all we have to do is replace that 1 up top to 6 seconds and do the math again to find that it would take 2.196 times 10 to the 20 seconds to destroy all the water on the Earth. That's a lot of seconds. So let's put that into a more relatable unit of measure, which is years. To do that, we do, you guessed it, more dimensional analysis. There's 3,600 seconds in 1 hour, 24 hours in 1 day, 365 days in 1 year. So setting up the equation, we got a quote across the screen. We have 6.96 times 10 to the 12th years, which is like 7 trillion years? Yeah, that sounds about right. 7 trillion, yeah. But that's only if we cast destroy water at level 1. But we can do like a lot better than that because the spell scales depending on the level class. So like, let's close your eyes and imagine that somehow you're in a campaign that has reached level 20 and you're now a 20th level cleric with 22 spell slots and years of your life to burn away. How long would it take now? So the spell scales by adding 10 gallons for every higher level spell slot you burn. So now it's a matter of a very long but relatively simple equation to find the rate of water destruction. You multiply the number of spell slots for a level by the amount of water that you can destroy at that level, add it all up, and you get the water that you can destroy, which is 880 gallons, which isn't bad. A lot better than our 10 gallons from before, at least. But you also have to remember that's 880 gallons over 22 rounds, so it's like a lot more seconds. But either way, we put that into a dimensional analysis format. We take our total gallons, dividing it by 880, multiplying it by 22, and then transforming it from round seconds again, and then you get 1.2721 times 10 to the 12th years. Wonderful! Now we've got it down to another trillion years. Alright, we have some numbers. Pretty large numbers, but we have numbers. But I think a little bit of perspective is required to understand how long it would take to truly destroy the ocean. You see, the more reasonable time we calculated, the shorter time, was 1.721 times 10 to the 12th years. The age of the universe is 13.8 billion years. Or, in scientific notation, 1.38 times 10 to the 10th years old. Bro, we calculated 2 orders of magnitude larger than the age of the universe. In fact, if you divide the equation we calculated by the age of the universe, you'll find that the time required is 124.7 times the age of the universe. So, whatever we try to do, this ain't it, Chief. But we don't give up that easily. We're scientists, baby. So, let's turn our sight away from destroying the ocean and instead focus on whether we can create the ocean. Because you see, in D&D, there's not many spells that can destroy water, especially on like a large scale, but there are a few that can create water in even larger quantities. And honestly, the math is the same either way. If we compare destroy ocean or create, or, destroy water, create water, it's all the same, right? So let's shift our focus to the highest level spell that can create water, Tsunami. Tsunami is an 8th level spell. And it essentially creates a wave of water that can like drown people, like a tsunami. Fuck, I gotta pull Tsunami up. Give me. Alright, here we go. I'm reading the spell. A wall of water springs into existence at a point you choose within range. You can make the wall up to 300 feet long, 300 feet high, and 50 feet thick. The wall lasts for the duration. When the wall appears... I don't give a shit about this stuff. It's all about damage now. The wall appears, moves 50 feet away from you. It reduces... The wall's height is reduced by 50 feet every round. Yeah, we don't care. You see, that's all well and nice. But, like, they gave us really nice dimensions for this wave of water. So we can approximate the shape of the water like a cube and calculate the volume from there. 300 times 300 times 50. Bada bing, bada boom. And you get a number that I don't have because my math isn't in front of me. Fuck. I got my notes. Hold on. It's at the back. Hold on. There we go. Here we go. Math. You can't see it, but it's there, I promise. Look. Math. You're not allowed. Okay, I got my notes in front of me. The volume of Tsunami is 4.5 cubic feet, which can be converted into gallons via unit converter. Very nice of us. And you get about 33 million gallons, or 3.366 times 10 to the 7th gallons of water, created with just a single 8th level spell. Pretty good. You can then upcast it, and while it doesn't actually change the effect of the spell, you can it does total the amount of water you can create to 6.732 times 10 to the 7th. Great! And if you do the same thing that we did before, we divide it into our total amount of water we're trying to create and then do a dimensional analysis to convert that to years, time on the screen for it to appear and for you to read it, you get 2.06 times 10 to the 6th, or about 2 million years. A significant upgrade from 124 times the age of the universe. Pretty good. But still, even the longest lived race in D&D, at least that is currently created, doesn't live for 2 million years. And you would have to be an archfey, a god, or near a mortal being with the patience of a saint to accomplish this. And let's be fair. If you were that powerful, you have other, way more efficient ways to flood the earth than this. So, where does that leave us? You can't destroy all the water or create the ocean in a reasonable time frame. That's where it leaves us. It's just, as of now, with the spells we have in D&D, you just can't do it, and that's okay. Knowing your limits is a good thing. Though, I will say, probably the closest way, and like this is, I didn't do the math for this, obviously, but maybe the best way would be to create a gate to the plane of water and then have 200 millions of gallons of water come out of a portal every 6 seconds for an entire minute. I'm not saying that that's the solution, But I am saying that it would probably get you closer than any of the methods discussed in this video. But what would I know about that? I wouldn't know anything, so. I don't even have to talk about how I would do this in D&D. This is a really odd video. I just don't know how to end it now. Stay in school. Kids. Don't do drugs. Listen to your dungeon master. Life is short. Eat a churro. And my final piece of advice, stay curious. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. You can't destroy the ocean. You can't recreate the ocean. That's what we proved. Sad. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I don't know, this is my first time creating an outro, I guess. But yeah, if you have an idea for a science thing or a question about D&D or science that you want answered, I guess leave it down in the comments below. I'm always looking for ideas. So next question.